As we age, one of the most severe challenges we face is losing muscle strength, particularly in our legs. This can make everyday tasks like walking, standing up, or climbing stairs more difficult. Research reveals that 1 in 4 elderly people over 65 has a fall every year, and falls are the top cause of injury in elderly people. But here's the good news. You can fight back. There's one vital vitamin that plays a key role in keeping your legs strong, stable, and flexible regardless of age at 94. If you're not getting plenty of it, your muscles will start to weaken faster. But if you ensure suitable levels, you can preserve your mobility and independence for several years to come. So what is this vital vitamin, and why is it so important for elderly people's health? Let us delve in. The most important vitamin for strong legs is vitamin D. When people think of vitamin D, they always associate it with bone health, but it's just as important for strength in the muscles and mobility. Studies have discovered that vitamin D deficiency can contribute to weakness in the muscles, balance issues, and a higher risk of falls, which is an unhealthy combination for seniors. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society indicated that elderly people who used vitamin D supplements had a 23% lower risk of falls when compared with seniors who didn't. Another study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism indicated that low vitamin D levels are connected to weaker leg muscles and slower walking speeds in elderly people. Without adequate vitamin D, the body strains to absorb calcium, which gradually weakens bones and muscles. This may speed up sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, which affects approximately 50% of elderly people over 80. In simple terms, vitamin D is important for maintaining strong legs, preventing falls, and remaining active as you age. Here are some common signs that can suggest a deficiency. One of the clearest signs of low vitamin D is muscle weakness. If your legs are frequently weak or shaky, particularly when you stand up or walk, it might be due to a lack of vitamin D, which is important for optimal muscle function. This weakness can also result in sudden falls, since inadequate balance and reduced muscle strength render it difficult to remain steady. Elderly people are specifically at risk, as their vitamin D levels normally diminish with age. Another significant symptom is bone discomfort, especially in the legs or lower back. Vitamin D has an important role in helping the body absorb calcium, so without enough of it, bones can get weak and more susceptible to aches or discomfort. Furthermore, if you discover that your wounds heal slowly, it might be a symptom of deficiency. Vitamin D is important for tissue repair. Therefore, a lack of it can slow down the recovery process and increase the risk of infections. You might also have leg cramps or spasms, particularly at night, because vitamin D helps control the contractions of muscles. A deficiency might result in frequent cramping, which makes it difficult to get comfortable sleep and damages general mobility. If you are having any of these symptoms, it is recommended to reach out to a healthcare provider. A simple blood test will determine whether your vitamin D levels are low. If necessary, your healthcare provider can recommend increasing sun exposure, having dietary adjustments, or getting supplements to regain optimal levels. The most effective ways to get more vitamin D. 1. Get more sunlight. Your body generates vitamin D when your skin is exposed to sunlight. But as you grow older, your skin gets less efficient at turning sunlight into vitamin D, increasing the risk of deficiency. To increase your vitamin D levels from sunlight, try to spend 20 to 30 minutes outdoors in direct sunlight, a minimum of 3 to 4 times every week. The most suitable time for vitamin D production is midday, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., whenever the sun's rays are highest. If you live in an area with regular cloud cover or prolonged winters, you might not get enough sun exposure. In such situations, using a vitamin D lamp can help simulate natural sunlight and support vitamin D generation. If getting sufficient sunlight is difficult, it gets even more essential to depend on dietary sources and supplements to keep healthy vitamin D levels. Number 2. Eat vitamin D-rich foods. While food alone might not give you all the vitamin D your body requires, including vitamin D-rich foods in your diet can help improve your levels and support general health. Some of the best food sources of vitamin D include fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines. A 3.5-ounce serving of salmon gives around 570 international units of vitamin D, which meets most of the daily requirements. Egg yolks are another good source, with just one egg having approximately 40 international units of vitamin D. Plenty of dairy products, including milk and cheese, are enriched with vitamin D, which makes them an easy way to increase intake. Moreover, mushrooms are the only plant-based food that generates vitamin D whenever exposed to sunlight, which makes them a good alternative for vegetarians. Because it is difficult to obtain enough vitamin D from diet alone, many elderly people may need supplements to achieve their daily requirements and to preserve optimal health. 3. Take a vitamin D supplement for elderly people. Vitamin D supplements are typically the most suitable approach to maintaining optimal levels, particularly when sunlight exposure and dietary consumption are not good enough. The recommended everyday intake varies according to age. Seniors 50 to 70 years old, 600 international units per day. Seniors over 70, 800 to 2,000 international units per day. The ideal type of supplementation is vitamin D3, since it is more effective and better absorbed by the body than vitamin D2. Because vitamin D is fat-soluble, it must be taken with food having healthy fats to optimize absorption. Before taking any new supplement, it is necessary to consult with a healthcare specialist to determine the proper dosage depending on your health needs. 4. Combine vitamin D with magnesium. Did you realize that magnesium is necessary for generating vitamin D in the body? Without adequate magnesium, your body cannot effectively absorb or use vitamin D, regardless of how much you get from sunlight, diet, or supplements. To boost vitamin D activation, consider magnesium-rich foods in your diet. Some of the greatest sources include leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds like almonds and pumpkin seeds. For people who struggle to have sufficient magnesium through food alone, a magnesium supplement can be advantageous. Combining magnesium with vitamin D can optimize its advantages, helping boost muscle strength, bone health, and general mobility. How long does it take before you get results? If you're beginning with low vitamin D levels, it might take some time to regain perfect levels and observe noticeable changes. Here's what to expect. 1 week, reduced muscle cramps, better vitality. 1 month, stronger legs, greater balance. 3 months, improved bone density, decreased fall risk. Research indicates that elderly people who consume vitamin D for 3 to 6 months experience 31% lower falls, 35% increased muscle strength, 40% decreased risk of fractures. The secret is consistency. Having vitamin D frequently will help maintain leg strength for many years to come. If you want to stay flexible, minimize falls, and maintain independence, focusing on vitamin D is important. Because many elderly people are not getting enough, it's crucial to be proactive. What you can do today. Spend 20 to 30 minutes in the sun on multiple occasions a week. Consume vitamin D-rich foods, including fatty fish and dairy. Get a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement. Combine it with magnesium for increased absorption. Have your vitamin D levels checked frequently. Are you getting enough vitamin D? Let us know in the comments.